Hey, and welcome everyone to a great game between a rubber duck of war as Kislev going up against Randy McRandom here with Kislev. So a nice mirror match for you all. And yes, I have managed now to finish all of my exams for my master's degree. So I'm free yet again to cast again, which is fantastic. So for Randy, we're going to be having 4 units of the Winged Lancers over here on the left-hand side. For the main battle line, we are going to have 4 of the Armoured Corsairs, and in the back here, we are going to have the Double Streltsy. On the right, 1 unit of the Light Warsleds, still very powerful here in the community. Not as powerful as they used to be, but still, they're going to do rather well here today. On foot, we are going to have the Ice Witch. She's going to be bringing here the Arcane Conduit, the Iron Ice Armour, as well as the Lore passive of the Frost Shield. The spell's going to be the Heart of Winter, as well as the Frost Blades, and the Ice Maiden's Kiss, with the abilities of the Glacial Blast, and of course the summon of the Snow Leopard. Now the big, beautiful boy in the middle, the Elemental Bear here, coming at the Double Bronze Chevron, bringing in all those extra stats. And of course, you know, he's going to be having that chilling aura, which is always quite nice. The unbreakable status and those breath attacks. So really cool build here coming in from Randy the Random, and for a rubber ducky. For the front line, yet again, 4 units of the Armoured Corsairs. We're going to be bringing those silver shields to the battle line, and we're going to be having the littlest big Grom you've ever seen. So little Grom here is going to be a very good artillery piece. I love the purple on the blue there with those nice golden helmets. These boys have 530 armor-piercing weapon strength. In the middle, we're going to have this juicy blob, which is going to be the Frost Maiden Tempest. She's going to be having the Hawks of Miska, the Swift Wing, as well as the Hailstorm, and the abilities of the Snowflake Pendant and the Glacial Blast. We're also going to be having a Patriarch here on a Polar Bear, which is the most gangster way to bring him, I must say so myself. We are going to have the Brazier, the Ararai, and the Courage of Sacrifice. The ability is going to be the Battle Hymn and Lullaby, and they're going to be backed up by the Oath Brothers of Tor. So they're going to be supported here by the God of Thunder, as they're bringing the Tor of Call, which is going to be a brilliant ability here, which can actually cause Blinded, which reduces that accuracy and melee stats. A rather nice ability there to have on the battlefield. And for the Lord Choice, we are going to be having Boris Ursus, the man, the myth, the legend, the Armour of Ursun, as well here as the Heroic Resilience, the Shard Blade, Stand Your Ground, and the Fury of Ursun. So lots of abilities here, a really good Death Core. And of course here, the Oath Brothers of Tor with their Call of Tor is just a fantastic ability. The fact that that lasts for 10 seconds as well with all those debuffs, and that they can continuously keep being cast. It doesn't do any armor piercing damage, but still does good magic damage in the area of effect, so it's really good up against demons, etc. So on the right hand side, we are going to see the Frostblade and Tempest. Also, we're going to be charging over here with the Pocket, and maybe trying to put a bit of pressure here on the Light Warsleds. So they're going to be skirting on the left-hand side. Ducky's going to be waiting here for a counter-blob build. We get a bit of a skip on here. We do actually have the Pistoliers moving forward, trying to meet each other here. And then out of the trees dive 3 units of the Winged Lancers. They're going to be riding heroically here through the ice and cold wastelands here of Kislev as they join extra of the Winged Lancers. Over on the right-hand side, we are going to be having something here. What is this going to be? This is going to be the Swift Wing. That's actually going to give speed and charge bonus increases. And I think Ducky's trying to put a bit of pressure here on the Light Warsleds. A 75 speed for them, and of course bonus with those bonuses up to 103 speed. This bear can really traverse across the battlefield like you've never seen. So they're going to be moving to the left-hand side as they try and see if they can catch out some of the Winged Lancers. Pistol's going to be firing at the frontier. We do have 80 armor, and the bronze shields really help negate all those incoming small missiles. We do get a beautiful charge. His lances down as they thump into the blue and purple shields of the Armoured Corsairs. And look at the grey and yellow here of the Winged Lancers. They look glorious if I've ever seen so. In the backside here, more Winged Lancers going to be fighting the Boris Bear kind of contingent in the middle. It's going to be holding more cycle charging here in the front. Horses going to be falling, charging in the front here, screaming for the Rohirrim as we take down the Armoured Corsairs. Bear's going to join the fray here. Anti-large armor piercing. Of course, they've had an armor class increase up to 100, which actually means it changes the base weapon damage profile and the damage output here on the Armoured Bears. Coming across is going to be the Elemental Chad. He's going to be ready to get into the middle. We're going to be getting maybe a breath attack here down the line. Got to be careful. Looks like a breath attack maybe going down here. Yeah, that's going to be a breath attack straight down the middle here up against the Armoured Corsairs and the Oath Brothers of Tor. Over on the right, we do have the Patriarch charging here up against the Light Warsleds. They're going to be shooting and scooting and fighting in melee combat. These battle veteran warbears really know how to scrap at their best. Very good chariots here at taking down the Armoured Corsairs. In the middle of the Elemental Bear plus that Glacial Blast here, going to be doing some good damage in the pocket. Armored Corsairs and Boris Ursus. Not going to be enough here to stop this rampaging beast in the middle. He's going to be, of course, having that chilling aura. The Frostbite as well. Going to be doing some good damage, slowing down a little Grom, and just going to be thumping with 600 armor-piercing weapon strength. He's going to be trying to torch down a little Grom, prevent him from doing all the damage on the front line. We see a little bit of chip damage here up against the Streltsy. Good cycle charging on the flank here. Love this with the Polar Bears. They're going to be cycling straight through the line with the Armored Corsairs. These boys may pack armor, but they don't have anti-chariot built into them, sadly. In the middle, we are going to be having Boris and also the Battle Bears with the Patriarch, trying to see if we can finish off the Elemental Bear. Now, sadly, the Elemental Bear doesn't really have any support. He's kind of pushed a little bit too far here, and it's pretty much too late for him to pull out. He kind of just had to try to do as much damage up against Little Grom as possible. Little Grom is really going to be suffering. It looks like we tried to get an extra graceful blast there in the middle, but this Elemental Bear, I think that's going to be the end of his days. Over in the middle, we are going to be having Armored Corsairs. Ducky's going to be a little bit outnumbered here, but we do actually see that the Streltsy are going to be firing on top of their brothers, trying to do as much damage as possible. Cycle charging in the front. Ducky has got a little bit messy here in the front. Double Armored Corsairs on top of each other. Good cycle charging from his opponent, but of course these mass numbers are going to be dropping at quite some rate. In the middle, the Elemental Bear is going to be fighting. He slams down here on the Patriarch. He's going to be at 1,220 health. We do see Boris and the Battle Bears doing the best they possibly can. We're going to get the Ice Maiden's Kiss down the line. Good damage here. Also, it's going to disrupt the build, stop them from shooting, and all of their good juicy stuff. 380 here for the Elemental Bear. And it looks like maybe some healing going down in the pocket. What is this going to be? Hearts of Winter doing some pretty good damage here against the Battle Bears and the rest. Elemental Bear here still going to be fighting. Good frost damage coming up against the Patriarch and the crew. And something I believe here, I believe this is actually a bit of a glitch replay. We actually see the zombie bear in action. I believe now at this moment, because Ducky is pulling away, it is an old replay since the patch 1.3.1 has come out. And this Battle Bear is actually dead. You can't see that. It looks like he's still going to be doing animations, but he's actually finished off. So he's going to be fighting in the middle. He'll go over here, and you know, the zombie bear will do the best he possibly can. He's going to be fighting up against nothing, and he's going to have a great time doing it. Duck in the back is going to have the Frost Maiden. We are going to get Little Grom here doing all the business. In the back here, the Light Warstead is going to be chasing up against the Caster, and I believe in the middle here we do get a summon of the Snow Leopards. He's going to be fighting up against the Oath Brothers, and Snow Leopard's going to do some really good stuff, but it is going to desummon. We do have the Patriarch in, backed up by Boris, and this is just a nasty combo in the middle. Lullaby is going to be healing all of the Boris Bears, and you know, they're going to be looking rather tanky indeed. In the middle, we are going to have still this bear going absolutely berserk, and you know, he's actually dead, but still nonetheless, he's going to be having a brilliant time. So in the middle here, we are going to get the Ice Witch fighting up against the Downward Armored Corsairs. And it looks like we're going to be using Fire Blood for one. We do break the second, but we're also going to be breaking Wing Lancers here in the backside. Streltsy here and Armored Corsairs going to be fighting, and also getting compromised in the backside. The Griffin Legion from Ducky here going to be fighting in the middle, and the last elite model does get dragged down. Look at this death in the middle! Oh my god, you've seen such elite cavalry die in one small blob. But we do have Streltsy backed up by Streltsy shooting over the top here up against Armored Corsairs as we move forward here. Very healthy units of infantry going to be joining the battlefield. We do see the Oath Brothers of Tor charging over into the middle. Maybe trying to see if they can finish off these Corsairs. So we do see here the Caster. She's going to be coming forward to the middle. Maybe a Hawk of Miska in the pocket could be quite nice. But Boris has found himself a catch. We've got the Lord Choice out in the open. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And she's going to be getting slammed here in the backside by Boris. And yeah, she's going to come in with a 360 no-scope, but Boris here is like, listen, I've got Chad on my side, and sadly, you do not. I've got a big juicy bear, and he's going to be finishing you off rather quickly. 510 HP, she's going to be moving. Balance of power is teetering on army losses in the backside. We do see cavalry cleaning up some of Ducky's Armored Corsairs, but other than that, that is going to be all she wrote. GG's and well played here to Ducky. Pretty fun game indeed. And you've got to see the elite zombie bear. He only got 840, but that thing was vicious there in the backside when it died. It was doing all sorts of dancing chants. 2,500 there for Boris Ursus. 2,050 for the Oath Brothers of Tor. And yeah, very, very good stuff between those two. 4.5k between them. That's going to be about a third of the damage they're up against this army, which is rather impressive. 404 from the Frostmaiden Tempest. 540 for the Patriarch. 660 for Little Grom. 1,080 here for the Griffin Legion, coming in with a silver chevron, rather impressive, with 630, 670, 560, and 480. The Ice Witch only coming in at 390. We did actually get the summon here of the Snow Leopard. I'd really love to see summons coming on to kind of the end screen. Even if you had to click down and just see what sort of value they got, it'd be really nice to see what sort of impact they had there on the battlefield. We saw 840 for the Elemental Bear, pushed over a little bit too much there. Only one breath attack as well. He got a little bit overeager, got ahead there of his other Corsair brothers and the the good snipers of the Streltsy. If he maybe had a little bit more support, this could have been perhaps a different game. But 2,300 for the Light War Sled, still incredibly powerful here on the battlefield. 770, 514 for the Streltsy. The Cavalry coming in at 520, 220, 360, and 630 there for the Winged Lancers. Also got rather over-aggressive. They got some good charges in the front line. They did some good harass and cycle charging. I just can't help but think, and maybe if they'd waited just a little bit longer, perhaps they could have got in the back. There was enough cavalry here that if the front line engaged for the Randy the Random, you then could have got some good cycle charging in from behind there with the Winged Lancers. There just wasn't really enough from Ducky to stop that. They have 3 units of cavalry over the rest here. Of course, you've got the Battle Bears and the Griffin Legion, but you just have so much here, which certainly could have been, it certainly could have brought a different dynamic to the game. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please smash that like button. Feel free to leave a comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourselves. See you all soon.